Hi guys, my name is Varadarajan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology. So today we are going to discuss about the topic sheet metal process. Okay, the sheet metal process is one of the very important process in a workshop practices laboratory. So previously this laboratory will be called as engineering practices laboratory. Okay, so this sheet metal process is it is a very mandatory process. It is also one of the life skill process of mechanical engineering. Because why we just want to call upon the life skill? Why? Because of we just want to using this particular process in our day-to-day life, day-to-day application. It will be there are lots and lots of sheet metal process application everywhere. Okay, so that's why today our DT based discussion about the topic name. We just want to handle the sheet metal process. Okay. For that, we just want to support our students from the CSC department, workshop practices laboratory students, Sara Azim, and then Sri Varsha, Safaria, and Shashwant. Okay, they are going to discuss about the sheet metal process. Let us start. Start.
I am Safaria Sri from SNS College of Technology from the Department of Computer Science Engineering. So I am here to discuss the rectangular trace, topic of rectangular trace. So using the design thinking process, so here we start with the empathize. So users like the kitchen staffs and the factory industry members will most likely use these type of trays to hold the longer objects or items and fit it in the slates efficiently. So in the define phase, most of the users may pass some issues, including the poor stacking, then sharp edges and the bending underweight. So I'm here to give the idea according to this to overcome these features, like the flaged edges for the trap, then the rounded corners for safety, and handles for better strip. So in the prototype, 1 millimeter steering trap is used for both handling and stacking for the users to make easy to cleaning and trap the metal sheet easier. So finally in the test case, I come here to give the feedback. So I come here to give the feedback on the strength and stackability and easy for cleaners on using the square trap as well as the rectangular trap. The rectangular tray, here is the conclusion of the rectangular tray. So the square tray will be continued by our student Zara.
So now here I am going to share about the square trays. So same as the rectangular trays, square trays are also used by cafeterias and labs and storage purposes because it has symmetry and even distribution. So in the empathize part, these trays are used by the cafeterias and for symmetry and even distribution. So in the define we have raised many problems such as like inefficient stacking and poor areas of narrow spaces and cleaning difficulties in the corners. So in the ideal part we are implementing and we are suggesting to improve the round corners with safety edges and inefficient narrow spaces can be overcome by the implementation of the round corners with stacked edges and all that. So ideally in prototype we will be implementing a certain millimeter of thick sheets that helps in the so interlocking edges for stability and embossed bases for stacking purposes. So in the testing case we will test the ease of usage and cleaning in the real environmentals like all the laboratories and storage places, and ease of efficiency will be also be tested here. So to conclude that these sheet metal square trays and rectangular trays are used for many of the purposes. So they fulfill the user needs by performing well with the form, function and safety.
So here is the applications on both the rectangular trays and the square trays. We use in many sectors and industry purpose, for example in the food service and hospitality, then in the household use, then mostly in the gardening horticultural areas and in the laboratory settings.
Yeah, it's a very wonderful discussion about the sheet metal process and its application and empathy and introduction part. It will be very useful. It's a healthy discussion. So for this particular discussion regarding that, we just want to know about for the better understanding about the sheet metal process. So thank you students. Thanks for your support.